Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Hello and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Film My Run on Zwift. My name is Stephen Cousins and we are broadcasting live on Facebook and on YouTube. While we're getting everything ready, it would be absolutely awesome if you could go and subscribe to the Film My Run YouTube channel and also the Zwift Live YouTube channel. You can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/filmmyrun and also Twitter at filmmyrun, and the website is www.filmmyrun.com. It's very nearly time, so sit back, relax, don't forget to drop me a ride on and watch me do all the hard work. Sorry I'm late. We're off very shortly. Let's hope my treadmill works. Okay, let's go. Hello, Stanger. Yeah, no, I just had something to sort out in the house. So, oh, I'm going way too fast. 9.7 we're supposed to be doing. Yeah, no, I had just something to sort out at the last minute, so I couldn't get out to the shed, but we're here now. Just made it in time. So we're doing workout number 8. So the last one of the series. And let's see how we do with it at 100%. So I should really, actually, let me just set my watch up. I should really do this at 105, but I'm going to let myself off today, and I'll just do it at 100%. Stephen Davies with me here. Stanger is running. Ian Balshaw is running. John Hancock is running. Is that Shane Miller? No. S. Miller is running. Jeff Scala is running. Hello, Jeff. Victoria says hello. David Buckingham says he found number 8 to be brutal. Kim Salt says you get to skip. Well, there won't be any skipping here, that's for sure. I am not skipping. The last time I tried skipping, I nearly broke the treadmill and I nearly fell off it. So, and with the state my legs are in at the moment, it's definitely not happening. I can do butt kicks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, butt kicks is alright, that'll do. High knees. We'll try high knees. Yeah, maybe. It's not quite so good on a treadmill, that. Yay, skipping. Now, why have I got no music in my headphones? Oh, there we are. Now I've got music. I didn't actually have my headphones on. Right, a long old warm-up, 9 minutes of warm-up. Kim Salt says she can't do the butt kicks either on the treadmill. The butt kicks are the easiest one, I think. Skipping is dangerous and should not be attempted. But butt kicks are alright, I think. Put your hands behind your bum like that, and then just kick up and hit your heels against your hands with your hit your heels against your hands. That's all I need to say. Not with anything. Okay, 10.4 kph now. Gradually increasing the speed, and let's get this workout done in Paris today. One more minute in this zone, then we step up the pace. trying to loosen anything that feels tight. What, my shoelaces? That's not going to work. Right, so Ian Balshaw is running next to me. Stephen Davies and James Stanger are off up ahead. Jeff Partridge says the cool down is even longer. You only put your hands there so you don't get mud on your bum when you do it outdoors. It's just a feel, just to make sure that you know that you're kicking up high. So, like I say, we should really be doing this at 105%. That would be proper 5k pace. But I'm letting myself have a rest this week. So I had a rest last week as taper, and now I'm having a rest this week as recovery. So essentially 2 lazy weeks with a hard effort in the middle. Like I said, Jeff, it's to stop you getting mud on your arse from your heels. Just keeps the mud away. And it looks professional, so it looks like you know what you're doing. You do that. If you just run and kick your arse, it just looks like you're being an idiot then. If you put your hands behind your back, it looks like you know what you've got some kind of technique that you know what you're doing. It's important to look good, Ian. Jeff. Now, Monica, I said I wasn't going to say anything. I'm not going to talk about it. I am not talking about it. Right, Jeff says he doesn't wear muddy shoes on the treadmill. Yeah, but I don't normally do butt kicks on the treadmill either. I'm just doing it to humour everybody. I'm just doing it to humour Coach Terence. Right, 2 minutes of the warm-up left. And then we get a bit quicker for 3 minutes. We've got some 45-second efforts. Yeah, Tina, we're not talking about it. I mean, the thing is, if somebody asks me about it, what can I've got no choice, have I? I've got no choice. Right, try and ignore the Twitch spammers. If we get too many Twitch spammers, I will shut off Twitch chat. But sometimes, hopefully, it's only one or so every stream. Right, 1 minute to go of our 9-minute warm-up. You are running intervals at 5k goal pace with an aerobic pace recovery in between. Okay. Yes, quite a bit faster than your typical recovery. It's dynamic recovery. Monica says they're not supposed to ask me about what? And Tina says, have you had any good races lately? No, none. Right, here we go. Got a good race coming up though in February. Trans Gran Canaria, 128k, did it this year, doing it next year. Gonna try and be faster next year. Right, here we go, up to 12 kph now. 3 minutes at this pace. Okay, let's go. Kim Salt said this is a good tough workout. So don't forget, tomorrow is the last day of Zwift Run Academy. If you have not done all of your workouts, please try and get the rest of them done tomorrow. You might need to fit 2 in tomorrow. Or if you haven't completed 2 races or 2 group runs separate from the workouts, then get those done tomorrow. You don't have to do them quick. Just get them done. Get them in the calendar. Get them ticked off. And then you will be in contention for a place on the Berlin team. Free Woodway treadmill worth $5,000 probably, something like that. All the Adidas gear you can wear. All the Morton gels you can take. And plenty of other stuff besides. Paul Ramby says, good evening, can you change camera angles automatically? Well, I can, because I've got a little program on my computer to do it. But generally, no. You have to press a button on your keyboard or on your iPad or iPhone to change the camera angle. So you kind of, if you're watching someone else, say you click on somebody else's name to watch them, then it will automatically scroll through different camera angles. But if you're just watching yourself, as is normal, then your camera angle just stays as the default one or whatever you've set it at until you change it again. And Monica says, when are you going to bike? I honestly don't know, Monica. I mean, I was kind of hoping I might be able to get some of the tri-workout bikes done, but I just haven't really got round to it. I'd be surprised if I managed to do any of them this time. 2 kilometres done, and 29 seconds, and we'll go down a little bit for 2 minutes. Oh no, up for 2 minutes at 12.7 kph. Yeah, I think even in Dreamland I wouldn't get close to a 2:30 marathon. Right, 2 minutes here, 12.7 kph. Let's see what speed it would be if we were doing it at 105%. So we'd be going at 16.1, 16.4, 16.7 for those 45-second reps. No, I'll be sensible. I'll stick to 100. I've got nothing to prove to anyone, have I? Let's just go at a sensible pace and not get injured. Jeff Partridge says, you ran a marathon at the weekend, ? I did run a marathon at the week. Thank you very much for asking, Jeff. That's very kind of you to mention that. I did run a marathon at the weekend. I did quite well. Tina says he's holding out well. Yeah. Haven't told you my time yet, have I? I'm not going to tell you my time. It's all on Strava.
Giving my dad a ride on.
10 seconds to go. And then we're up to 15.3 for 45 seconds. Here we go. So just try and keep relaxed. This is the first of our 3 stride outs for 45 seconds. Oh, honestly, Jeff, that back end was so windy. Back end, windy. Yeah, very windy. At the far end of the course, it was. There we go. 9.7 for a bit of recovery. Right, Victoria's trying to get in on the act now, and she's one of the people. She'd be the first person to call me a running W-A-N-K-E-R-S. W-A-N-K-E-R. She's the one who tells me not to talk about it. Don't go on about your run. Don't go on about your marathon. Nobody's interested. Nobody cares about your running. Guy, I'm not doing it at full whack. I'm 100%, which, as you know, this is not my 5k pace. It should be quicker than this, so I'm taking it a bit slower, just so I don't get injured or, do anything ridiculous to my legs. I guess those courses have to be quite wide open, don't they? So they're prone to a lot of wind, those race circuits. Right, 5.6 now. 15.6, sorry. Head up, shoulders down. Just breathe easy and relax. And let the treadmill do the work. No point overexerting yourself. There we go. Good job. Okay. Another recovery. And then we'll get to the last of our 45-second strides at 15.9. So 15.9 is the fastest we're going to go today. And all the 1 minute 45 reps. Is that right, Jeff? Reps? All the 1 minute 45 reps are at 15.7 kph. $30 seconds, 25 seconds. James Stanger and Stephen Davies are miles ahead already. So they're definitely doing it at full whack. Okay, reps are the hard effort bits, says Jeff. Here we go. 15.9 now, 45 seconds. Again, just as relaxed as you can be. Try and keep your upper body still as it can be in space. And let the bottom half of your body do all the work. From the hips down. And just driving forward with your arms, of course. Don't run like that. Hey, no dropouts yet.
Nice.
Okay. 2 minutes 15 at 9.7 recovery. And then we've got the hard workout, the hard effort. Now hopefully, this shouldn't be this shouldn't kill me. You know, hopefully heart rate will stay reasonable. So if you see my heart rate going up into the 160s, you know I'm working harder than I want to be. I don't really want to see it go to more than 165, really. Well, ideally I stay under 160. But you never know, by the end, we might be getting into 165 territory. I hope not, though. I hope not. Right, Tina Beard, Monica and Jeff are all talking about ultras and how many marathons they've done. Come on, Jeff. How many marathons have you done? I know, but I think I know anyway. Ooh, static shock from the microphone. Right, 40 seconds and then we start. 1 minute 45 reps at 15.7 kph with recoveries only a little bit slower, 12.7. 20 seconds.
Ride on!
Locatelli, thank you very much for your ride on. Thank you everybody for dropping ride-ons. That's very kind of you. Thank you very much. Start ramping the speed up. Okay, let's go.
Okay, let's go.
Right, 3, 2, 1, go. 1 minute 45 seconds of effort here. Be smooth and don't overdo the effort. Find your rhythm, says Terence. I thought you were over 100, Jeff, aren't you? You're well over 100. Okay, we're already at 152 BPM. Okay, first one done. Oh, okay. But still, crazy numbers though, Jeff. Okay, so letting the heart rate come down a bit. Heading up the Champs-Élysées to the Arc de Triomphe. Psychologically feels like you're going uphill.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh dear. Yeah, I don't want a repeat of last year. 4 DNFs. So keep your eyes on the heart rate. See how high we get. Should get a little bit higher each time. Half an hour left. I'm an amateur with only 4 DNFs to my name. Yeah, that's all in 1 year though. Oh, 12.7, isn't it? Coming down a bit too far there. Monica, I had an injury. So I DNF'd one race because of the injury. Then I tried to come back too soon and DNF'd another race because I just wasn't fit enough, and it was a really hard race. And then a couple of weeks later I tried again with another hard race and I still wasn't fit enough, so I DNF'd that. And then a few months before that I DNF'd with terrible chafing in my nether regions, which forced me to walk and get very cold overnight. Okay, here we go again. Number 3 now. Oh yeah, that spine one must have hurt, Jeff. Horrible, horrible. There's another one of my little heart rate dips, look. Neil, DNF stands for did not finish, which is better than a DNS, which is did not start. There we are, 160.
Nice.
Okay, so we definitely hit 160 in the third interval, third rep. So let's see how high it goes to get halfway through. Another static shot from my microphone. Hamilton, thanks for the ride on, buddy. Okay, here we go again then.
Thanks for giving my dad a ride on.
Thanks, Rex. I only couldn't finish them because I wasn't fit enough. My Ben Nevis Ultra was the hardest one for me to take. That was gutting, that was. It was only a 50k as well. Hello, Clive.
Hamilton! Nice!
Forty seconds to go.
Nice!
Oh! I did a little drop out then for some reason. Okay, so we're halfway through, and we have got up to 160 BPM, so probably expect to get higher than that in the back end. But we'll still see if we can keep it below 165, shall we? John Hancock is a minute behind. Ian Balshaw is still there, Jeff Scar is still there, Guana is still there, Brevik, Whitelaw, Standel, Walker, Stephen Davies and James Stang are still way up ahead, and Rhodes.
To infinity and beyond.
So we're trying to make each rep as comfortable as the last one, and trying to make it look as good as the first one. So relaxed in your shoulders, head up, arms moving forward, and chill out. Nice to have you back, Neil. Thirty seconds. you, Victoria. Isn't it nice that my wife gives me a ride on? Right, 20 minutes left, but only 10 minutes of hard work left. Right, here we go again. Number 5 now. Number 6, I mean. That's the Tuileries Gardens and the Louvre over there. And on the other side of me is the River Seine. Yeah, just getting into your stride at 50k. Just warming up.
Right on!
Thanks, Marcus. Marcus Holmes. Current record holder for distance on Zwift. Over 10,000 kilometres done. Well over. Thanks, Ryan. Thank you, Marcus. Marcus says, well done on your race. I don't know what race you're talking about, Marcus. I'm not allowed to mention it. Right, 162 there.
Nice!
Okay, so 2 to go. And we have reached 162 BPM now. Can I keep my heart rate below 165? Answers on a postcard. All bets are off. Any predictions? Maybe if I don't talk so much, I might manage it.
You suck!
Right, 10 seconds, here we go again. Well done, Stephen. so easy to get set up with Zwift running. Here's what you need. Firstly, access to a treadmill. It could be at home or at the gym, but any treadmill will work with Zwift. To get you moving in game, we need a speed source. Traditionally, we use a foot pod, like the Zwift pod or the Stride, but you can also use the Run Smart treadmill sensor, your Apple Watch, one of the newer Garmin watches, the TSS app, and if you have a smart treadmill, your treadmill will connect directly to Zwift without the need for another device. Now simply download the Zwift app onto a Mac, a PC, an iPhone, an iPad, an Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. Finally, pair your speed source in the app. Pairing heart rate from your watch or a chest strap is also a great addition to Zwift. And that's it. You're all set up for solo runs, solo or group workouts, challenges and real-time racing on Zwift with people from all over the world. So that's what not talking does. So I didn't hit 160 during that rep. So we're not going to hit 165. So that's good. Monica, look on YouTube for John Kelly and Damien. Oh, I was going to say Damien Hirst. Ah. Oh, hold on, here we go. Go for another one. Damien Hall. So look on YouTube for John Kelly and Damien Hall, and you'll find out all about the 268-mile spine race. Last one. Let's do it at 16. To go. Keep looking good, focus on your form. Strong body. And there we go, back up to 162 for that one. Jeff, Damien's done it twice, and yeah, you might be right though. I think, didn't he got 5th place the first time and 4th place the second time, or it might have been 4th place the first time and 3rd the second time. But of course, the thing about Damien is he is now the current FKT holder for the Spine course. Obviously not the Spine race, but the Pennine Way, which is basically the Spine course. And there was a nice little battle between John Kelly who is one of the only people to ever have completed the whole all 5 loops of the Barclay Marathons, and who now lives in the UK. There was a lovely battle between him and Damien Hall over the summer to get the FKT for the Pennine Way. So John Kelly initially broke a 30-odd-year-old record, and then Damien Hall came and took 3 hours off that a couple of weeks later. Jeff, if you go and have a look at my interview with Damien Hall, I'm sure he talks about his spine. I'm sure he's done it twice. And the second year, he was 1 place higher than the first year. Right, so essentially that is it for the workout number 8. The Zwift Academy run workout number 8 is done. We just have 9 minutes of cool down left. So we got to a maximum of 163 heart rate. So working a little bit, but not overly hard. Right, I've just noticed my wife and Darren having a conversation, and yeah, I am ignoring it. Yeah, I'm definitely ignoring it. It was not. Look, it was well below my 5k pace. Well, I say well, but I mean, it's, you know, that right, maximum heart rate of 162. That's not. I haven't overexerted myself. Anyway, Darren, you're in Malta and you can't tell me off from that far away, even if you are a coach. John Hancock just saying thank you to Roy Standall for keeping him company during the run. James Stanger is still out there. Farmer is still out there. Rose is still out there. Stephen Davies has finished. He's done his bit for today. Oh, blimey, now we're getting spammed on Facebook as well. What do you mean I may be right, Jeff? I spent 2 hours interviewing the bugger on a couple of weeks ago. No, yeah, I'm sure he said twice. John Hancock says that was a tough day. Did you do it at 105, John? I did it at 100 just to save my legs a bit. No, Monica, exactly. I'm not the only runner who gets told off for running too fast when he should be recovering. Like every other runner in the world. Yeah, Victoria can tell me off. That is true. Yeah, well, 105, John, it would be a tough workout, buddy. Six minutes to go. And we're gradually reducing the pace now. Heart rate is coming right down now, 127. Was it as hard as I made it out to be? Well, I think for some people it was. Victoria definitely found it tough. And she ran really hard effort the other day. And I know a lot of people have been saying how tough workout number 8 was. But it was supposed to be a test of your 5k pace. So well done. If you did that at full effort, which should really be around 105% bias. But 100 is fine. If you did it at 100, that's absolutely fine. And well done for completing. And 1 day left now of Zwift Academy Run. Please, please, please try and get your workouts finished tomorrow or later on tonight if you can. If you're over in the States, you've got a little bit of time to do it today, and then you've got tomorrow as well. And in the UK and Europe, we've got all of tomorrow and overnight as well, because it finishes at midnight. I think it's Pacific time, is it, John? Midnight Pacific time on Wednesday, or 11:59 Wednesday night. So if you do fancy doing a run at 3 a.m. UK time, you can. But if you've got 1 or 2 more workouts left to do, get them done. You don't have to do them at full pelt, just get them finished. If you've got a group race or a group run to do, then get that done tomorrow or later on tonight. And yes, it is 23:59 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Tomorrow, Wednesday. Darren, I reckon you can probably fit in 8 workouts and 2 group runs tomorrow if you push it. You could just start at 6 a.m. and walk through all of them. You'd be fine. Yeah, and Victoria says, well done to everybody who has graduated already, and good luck for the Berlin team. My wife is desperate to get on the Berlin team, and I've said there's no chance. She doesn't have she can't get on the team and be married to somebody who essentially works for Zwift half the time. That'd be favouritism. You are not going to Berlin, Victoria. Another static shock from my mic. Is that you doing that deliberately? Monica, no, you don't have to get all the stars. You do not have to get all the stars. All you have to do is get through the workout from beginning. In fact, I don't even think you have to do that. You have to do 75% of a workout. That's what we were told. 75% of the workout to complete the workout, essentially, to get the completion badge for that workout. Monica says triathletes are allowed to go hard when they're supposed to be recovering, but runners are not. Okay. Right, we're heading back up the Champs-Élysées now. Starbucks is on the right-hand side there somewhere. I go for a Starbucks every morning before the Paris Marathon every year. Get my Starbucks, get me ready for the Paris Marathon. Just on the right there somewhere. Love Paris. Such a shame it was cancelled this year. Well, Darren, you're the coach. You should be spanking your own arse. Clive Finnimore says, well done, everyone. And just getting to the end of the workout now. Just over a minute to go. Heart rate is right down to 115.
Nice. Right on.
Professor Blur, thank you for the ride on. Yes, so ZA run race tomorrow, 2:30 p.m. UK time. That's when we're back. We're going to race 5k tomorrow. And there'll be loads of people on the start line. It's the unofficial Zwift 5k World Championships tomorrow, hosted by Sean Jefferson from Zwift HQ. And that is 2:30 p.m. UK time tomorrow. So early in the morning if you're over in America, if you're over in the States, early in the morning for you guys, a little bit later in the afternoon for Europe. evening time over in Asia. And there we are, that is it. That is Zwift Academy workout number 8 completed. Max heart rate 162, maximum speed 16 kph. There you go. So we did 11.4 kilometers. You can see the reps that we've done there. Yeah, Darren, 3:30 p.m. I think for you tomorrow afternoon. 5k with Sean Jefferson. It's the unofficial World Championships. It's the finish off for the Zwift Academy Run program. Marcus Holmes says, "Good job, everyone." He got on too late to join. He's on Watopia instead. But that's a well done from Marcus Holmes. Is always worth something. Right, well done everybody. I'm going to go and have a shower and then have some food, and then we'll see you tomorrow, 2:30 p.m. UK time, for the 5k World Championships to mark the end of Zwift Academy Run, the Zwift Academy Run program. And thank you very much for watching. Thanks for all the chat on YouTube and Facebook and Twitch as well. Clive Finnimore's been on Twitch. That is it. Nice relaxing music to finish. You'd think I'd work this out, like meticulously, to finish on the nice relaxing music, wouldn't you? Clive, see you tomorrow, buddy. Thank you very much, everybody. Take care. See you tomorrow.